Then next one is the part D of the question. Prepare the statement of financial position of KV Logistics PLC at 1st April 2022. So let's prepare the financial statement of KV Logistics. Okay, KV Logistics is after the merger of these two. So in the KV Logistics also we have, okay, these two were there, Quale Trucking PLC and Void Deliveries PLC. Void Deliveries PLC also has to include the revaluations. After the revaluation has been done, you will merge both of them and prepare the statement of financial position for KV Logistics. So the total assets here has been getting revalued, so we have to make adjustments. So here it says KV Logistics PLC agreed to take over all the assets of Quale Trucking PLC at the book value with the following exceptions. The property was revalued from 18 million to 20 million. So in the PPE, property, plant and equipment part, property is getting revalued up by 4 million. Okay, so 4 million. The earlier was, it was 35 million. Okay, 35 million. So ignoring the thousands here, okay, we can write here in terms of thousands. Okay, like this. Okay, so ignoring the thousands, I am going to just take the values. Okay, so minus, so plus 4 million. Okay, that is plus 4 plus here. So it is if you leave the thousand, so 22 minus 22,000 minus 18,000, that is equal to 4,000. So 4,000 you will have to add. Okay, 4,000 we will add, so that is nothing but 39,000. So 39,000 will be the property, plant and equipment. So it will no more be 35,000, it is going to be equal to 39,000, right? 39 million. Then computers, okay, let's see what happened. It was reduced in value by 600,000. So you reduce this amount, whatever the amount they have, 2,700. So the computers will be 2,700 minus 600. So that is going to be equal to 2,100. So 2,100. Okay, 2,100. That is for the computers. So that is 2,100. Then you have fixtures and fittings. So fixtures and fittings, they have said that it was now valued at 400,000. So irrespective of what the earlier, they have not said it has increased or decreased. Instead directly they are saying it is valued at 400,000. Okay, it is now 400. It is no more 500. It is getting valued at only 400,000. Then motor vehicles. Okay, motor vehicles, it's valued at 80% of the book value. So the earlier the value was around 15,400. So 80% of 15,400. So that is going to be equal to 0.8. Okay, so that is going to be equal to 0.8 times 15,400. So that is 12,320. So 12,320,000. So 12,320,000. Now you have 12,320,000. Then inventory was valued at 20,000 and was considered to have no value at all. Okay, it is a worthless. So the inventory has no value. So it was 110. Okay, 110 was the earlier value, and then now it is being said it is now valued at 20,000. Okay, it is now valued at 20,000 pounds, was considered to have 20,000 pounds was considered to have no value. So worth this much goods has no value. So 110 minus 20,000. So out of 110, minus 20, so that is 90,000 worth of goods only is valued, the rest is not valued, so 90,000. Then you have the trade receivable. 10% of the trade receivables were written off as irrecoverable debts. So in the trade receivables, okay, so we have to reduce. It was 3,400, so only 10 percentage we have to reduce from 3,400 minus 10 percentage of, okay, 10 percentage of 3,400. So we have to decrease this 3,400 by 10 percentage. So that is going to be equal to 3,400 into 10 divided by so 340 we have to reduce. So 3,400 minus, so 3,400 minus 344, that is going to be 3,400 we have to decrease. So 340 we have to decrease. 3,400 minus 340, that is 3060. So now the trade receivables has become 3060,000. So for void deliveries, let's see what were the revaluations that had happened. So property was revalued from 16,000 to 19,000. So 3 million got more, became more from the PPE. So it is no more 25,940. Okay, here let's revalue here and write it, and then we can directly prepare. So it is 25,970 plus 3,000, okay, 3 million more. So that is going to be equal to 28,970, okay, 28,970. So that is the revaluation amount. Then it said the computer was reduced in value by 250,000. It was reduced in value by 250,000. So it is no more 1,400. 1,400 minus, okay, reduced in value by an amount of 250. So it will be 1,115 here. One thousand 1,150, okay, it is no more the same value, okay. Then they had said that before merger all this revaluation has to be done. Then fixtures and fittings were valued at 700,000. So now it is directly they are valuing fixtures and fittings at no more 900, it will become 700. Then you have motor vehicles, that was also revalued. It was revalued, okay, it was 80% of their book value. So it is no more 12,200, it is 12,200, okay, minus, so what does that mean here? 12,200 minus 80 percentage of 12,200 minus 80 percentage of 12,200, you have to reduce it by 80 percentage of that, that is 2,440. So 12,200 minus 0.8 percentage of, so it is no more that, it is saying that all motor vehicles 80 percentage of the book value. So 0.8 percentage of 12,400. So 12,200. So 0.8 percentage of 12,200. It is going to be 9760. So 9760, and inventory valued at 30,000 was considered to be worth 14,000. So it is so whatever is the inventory, okay, that was valued at 30,000, it has got reduced by 30,000 minus 14,000. So 16,000 drop in the inventory value. So the inventory value, whatever they have, 230 minus 16,000. So here if we write, so whatever was valued at 30,000, okay, 30,000 minus 14,000, so 30,000 minus 14,000, that is 16,000 is the reduction in inventory. 30,000 and that is considered to be 14,000, so 30,000 minus 14,000 is 16,000. So the inventory will be valued at not at 230, it will be at 214. Okay, in the Void Deliveries PLC there are 20 million shares, and however they agreed to buy it for every share in Void Deliveries, okay, one share in KV Logistics, okay, one ordinary share. For every one share held in the Void Delivery PLC, a shareholder will receive one ordinary share in KV Logistics PLC at a premium of 30 pence. So number of ordinary shares Void Deliveries is going to be equal to 20 million shares. Okay, they are there. Okay, and they are going to get 1 pound, right, 1 pound. So the value of the value of the share capital, so the value of the share capital they are going to receive, so the value of the share capital, so value of share capital in KV Logistics is going to be equal to, in the KV Logistics PLC is going to be equal to number of shares, 20 shares, okay, into 1 pound they are going to pay. So that is going to be equal to 20 million pounds. Okay, the worth is 20 million pounds of ordinary share that will come into these people. Okay, they will have to give. Then apart from that, premium. So the value of the ordinary share capital, okay, is that much. The value of the premium share capital, this is the value of the ordinary share capital that was paid. Now the value of the premium share capital in KV Logistics, okay, from VOI PLC, okay, from the VOI PLC, this is from VOI Deliveries, this is only from Void Deliveries, okay, from the Void Deliveries, because after merger you have to include both Quale Trucking PLC and this one. So that is going to be equal to 20 million shares. 20 million shares are there, and the worth is they are paying 0.3 per share. So that is going to be equal to 20 million into 0.3, that is 6 million pounds. 6 million pounds. Okay. And apart from that, they are also paying cash. Okay, cash paid. So the cash paid to the cash paid from Void Deliveries is going to be equal to, the cash paid is equal to how much? So there are 20 million shares. Okay, there are 20 million shares, and each is going to get paid with 0.2 cash. 2 pounds cash, that is going to be equal to 4 million pounds. So that is going to be equal to 4 million pounds. So this is a working, okay, this way will understand how much of cash is paid. Now we can adjust even here the share capital changes, okay. So here there was, now it is no more 5, okay, it was 5 million into 5 million into 1 pound, that was the value of ordinary share capital. It is 25,000, okay. Now 25,000 is the value, okay, that is the total value that was paid here. So now the share capital becomes equal to 25,000, okay, it is 25,000, and the share premium is no more 15,000. The share premium value is 7,500, right, 7,500. Now for here we had just calculated for the ordinary share. The ordinary shares are going to change here. So here the ordinary share, it is going to be still 20,000 because they are paying at 1 pound. So this is 20,000, and the share premium value is going to be not 4 million, it is going to be 6 million, right, 6 million was paid. So 6,000 you will adjust, and these are the things, and the cash paid, okay, we have to adjust. So it is 1730 minus 4,000, so that is equal to 2270 overdraft. So 2270 overdraft. So the total overdraft, if you see, is 2270 plus 1690. So that is 3960 has become the overdraft, okay. It has turned into, they will have no more cash left because they will have paid excess, okay, cash than they have. So it will turn into overdraft, okay. So now we can write the overdraft calculation also here. So cash overdraft calculation that has happened. So for the Quale, okay, for the Quale Trucking PLC, the cash paid was equal to, we had calculated earlier, it was said that for Quale Trucking PLC the cash paid was 25 to 2,500 million, okay, that is each were paid 0.5 pounds. So 25 to 2,500 this thing, okay. What was the cash available? So cash available for Quale Trucking PLC, cash available was equal to 810, but 810,000 pounds, okay. Let me write everything in thousand so that you can understand better. So that is going to be 810,000, but they paid extra. So bank overdraft of an amount equal to this subtraction, okay, this you have to subtract. So that is going to be 810 minus 2,500. So that will be 1690,000. So 1690,000 will become overdraft, bank overdraft. Then for the bank overdraft calculation, okay, here for overdraft calculation for void deliveries PLC is going to be equal to, what happens is here the cash available. So cash available was, the cash available was just 1730. So it was 1730,000 pounds, 1730,000 £1,000. Okay, that was the cash they had, but apart from giving shares, okay, they also got they had to pay cash to the shareholders. So the cash paid to shareholders is equal to, we had calculated here, the cash paid was 4 million. Okay, 4 million it was paid in excess. Okay, so that means it is a bank overdraft. Okay, because when you were less, okay, either you have paid more than that, probably you have borrowed a bank overdraft of about 1730 minus 4000, so that is 2270. So 2270,000 was a overdraft that has happened. So they will have no more cash equivalents in this thing, because they had to pay to the shareholders. Now let's prepare the statement of financial position for KV Logistics on April 1st, 2021. Okay, so the statement of financial position for the KV Logistics 2021. So the first one is, they will have the same sections. Okay, all the sections are going to remain the same, but they will have one statement of financial position because the companies have merged. So they have non-current assets to be property, plant, equipment, everything. Okay, and then they have the current assets. Okay, here cash and cash equivalents will not be there because it has turned into bank overdraft. It has turned into current liability. So current assets are inventory and trade receivables. Then you will calculate the total asset value. Value is going to be equal to 39,000 plus 28,970. So that is going to be equal to, so the value is going to be equal to 67,970. And then you have the computers. It is going to be equal to, it is going to be equal to 2,100 plus 1150. So that is 2,100 plus 1150, so that is 3250. So that is, value is 3250. That is the total merged computers value. Then you have fixtures and fittings. So fixtures and fittings, let's add up the revalued amount. 400 plus 700, so that is going to be equal to 1,100. So 1,100. And then you have motor vehicles, it is 12,320. Okay, 12,320 plus 9,760. So that is going to be equal to 22,080. So 22,080. And then you have current, so this is the value of the non-current assets. So non-current assets, apart from that they have also included the goodwill. So let's write the goodwill that was paid. Okay, they paid a goodwill, we had calculated earlier. So let's write the goodwill amount. Goodwill was already calculated in the first part. So that was 4020,000. So let's write 4020. 4020. They had said here the goodwill was paid. Okay, they have already given us, we need not calculate. The goodwill paid was equal to 3586. So they have given here 3586. So we can write directly, it is 35, okay, 3586. 3586. So we have the Quality Trucking PLC goodwill and Void Deliveries goodwill that was paid. Now let's calculate the total asset value. So that is going to be equal to, so let's calculate this. So that is going to be equal to 10102,006, okay, million, thousands, okay, is there. So this is a value of the total non-current assets. Now the current assets we have to calculate, okay, the current assets we will calculate. So that is going to be inventory, okay, inventory. So the inventory was, we had to write here 90 plus 224. So the inventory is going to be 90 plus 224. So 90 plus 224, that is 390 plus 224, that is 310. So 214. So 214. Now let's calculate the inventory here. Inventory. So the inventory value is 90 plus 214. Okay, 90 plus 214. So that is going to be equal to 90 plus 214. That is 304 is the value of the inventory. Then trade receivables, it is 3060 plus 2160. So 3060 plus 2160. So that is going to be equal to 3060 plus 2160. So that is equal to 5220. So it is 5220. Okay, now let's calculate the total current asset. So that is going to be equal to 107,530. So this is the total asset value. Okay, that's the total asset value. Now let's calculate the total liabilities. Ordinary shares is going to be equal to 25,000 plus 20,000. So let's here write 25,000 plus 20,000. So that is going to be equal to 40. So that is going to be equal to 45,000. So let's write the thing. 45 million is a share capital value. Then share premium 7,500 plus 6,000. So share premium values are going to be 7,000 plus 6,000. So that is going to be equal to 13,500. So the equity section is just going to be ordinary share capital and share premium. Ordinary shares and share premium that will be left behind. Okay. Now you will calculate the total equity, that is going to be equal to 45,000 plus 13,500. So that is going to be equal to 58,500. So 58,500. So that is the value of the total equity. Now let's calculate the non-current liabilities. So mortgage is 18,000. Mortgage is 18,000 plus 13,000. So that is going to be equal to 31,000. So 31,000. Then bank loan is 6,000 plus 4,000. So bank loan is 6,000 plus 4,000. So that is going to be equal to 10,000. So now the total non-current liabilities, okay, is going to be equal to 41,000. And then you have the current liabilities. In the current liabilities we have the trade payables. So trade payables are just, you have to add, so it is 2150 plus 960, 2150 plus 960. So that is going to be equal to 3010. So that is going to be equal to 3010. Then you have the other payable 650 plus 310. So let's write it here, 650 plus 310. So that is going to be equal to 960. So that is going to be equal to 960. And then you have the bank overdraft. For this we had already prepared calculations. So 1690 plus 2270. So let's add up both the bank overdraft that has happened. So that is 1690 plus 2270. So that is going to be equal to 1690 plus 2270. So that is 3960. So bank overdraft was around 3960. So now let's add up the total current liabilities, 3010 plus 960 plus 3960. So that is going to be equal to, that total is going to be equal to 8030. Now let's add up all the equity and liability sections. So let's add up the equity, 58,500 plus 41,000 plus 8030, that is 107,530. So same value is coming, and if they are same, your financial statement of financial position is said to be correct. If they are different values, that means you have done error somewhere. So this is how it will look, the statement of financial position for the merged PLC. For the merged PLC, all you have to remember is you will have to do all the revaluations. Okay, you have to include the goodwill, you have to adjust the cash payments you made and see whether it turned into overdraft or was it still a cash, we have to account. Okay, and in the equity section, okay, in the equity section, the only thing that's going to remain is ordinary share and share premium. Okay, these are the two things. So all the liabilities and are said to be observed just like that. So this is how you will prepare the statement of financial position. Okay.